Hello, welcome to the Ginger Geek Show. So, I want you to cast your minds way back to 2012, just as the Avengers movie just came out. And there was a little bit of rumours going about, which ended up actually being true, that indeed Don Cheadle was going to get his own movie as War Machine. But this was more even confirmed when Joe Robert Cole confirmed this, who now is the writer of the Black Panther movie. And he said that there was originally going to be a War Machine movie back then, but it basically got stopped because obviously when Iron Man 3 got moved forward, that they felt like they were going to do a lot more obviously with the War Machine character. And at that point then that meant that there was no more War Machine, and ever since really there's never really been much of really talk on it. The only really people that's talked about it is when obviously the writer of Black Panther talked about it. And it's interesting actually because obviously if that was the case, there would have been Marvel's first black superhero to have its own solo movie in Phase 2 and not in Phase 3. That would have been actually quite interesting if it did happen, I guess. But and I think, if I'm honest, and this is what I want to talk about, I think it might actually happen again. I think they might actually kind of get the War Machine movie going. There's no point in lying. I think the success of the Black Panther movie is a good example of why I think it could indeed happen. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those ones that really want it to happen. I've been someone that's been championing for Don Cheadle to get his stuff. I think Don Cheadle is such an underrated actor, and I would love to see him get more recognition, and especially with the character. I think they could really do some really fun stuff, because I've liked the journey we've had so far. War Machine, he's had some ups and some downs, and a lot of downs, especially what happened in Civil War to him. And I think Don Cheadle's played him really great. I think I prefer him much more than Terrence Howard. I actually believe that Don Cheadle could look after himself compared to Terrence Howard. I just don't really get the impression of that. I think Don Cheadle does a really good job inside and outside the suit, because like when he's outside the suit, as I say, like especially you get some really good stuff in Iron Man 3. You know, when him and Tony have jokes of how with guns and all that, and how to shoot and all that, and I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, I also kind of want to talk about this video. I want to talk about what kind of War Machine movie would I like to see. And for me, there's like three options they could go for. You could go for like the early days of War Machine, just after Iron Man 2, around the Avengers, before Iron Man 3, that kind of period of time where he's starting out and he's you know, we're seeing the kind of early days. Maybe even do the Iron Patriot suit into that, maybe possibly, because I think that was the reason why the movie got cancelled, because I heard rumours that apparently they were going to do, the War Machine movie was going to be a rogue War Machine, which I guess would be interesting, and they would maybe involve the Iron Patriot that kind of way, I guess. And I could be into that, but there's other stuff I think is more interesting. I like the idea. Another thing I think they could do, I think would be interesting, is showcasing his point of view of the Sokovia Accords with General Ross as well, or Secretary Ross now, I guess. But like, I feel like we haven't really had an understanding of what it's like to sign the Sokovia Accords and you're actually for them by rights. Because when you watch Rhodey when he gets to Infinity War, he's clearly kind of getting a bit quite fed up now. Even he's now getting, because it showed how quickly he went on Cap's side there. Because obviously the injury that he had, he's clearly getting quite fed up. But yeah, he says the line, he thinks either, you know, he signed the accords and he paid for that, and I quite like that line, and I like what they kind of they're doing that with Rhodes. And but I think you can maybe do it a little bit earlier than that, maybe just right after the Civil War, and seeing War Machine having to, you know, maybe do certain things. That's what I'd like to see. See War Machine maybe doing things that now he kind of feels like, oh, I don't really agree with this, and I think that'd be quite, that could be quite interesting. But the thing I find I really want to see, and I think I'd find very interesting, is basically a near retired War Machine, an older War Machine, clearly an older Rhodes that needs to stop, but he's got the mentality that he needs to keep on going, and that's something I would really find interesting. The injuries he's had, like from Civil War and all that, is really now taking its toll. He's getting older, because like I think like after Infinity War, say like there is no Iron Man anymore, and they stopped the whole Iron Man stuff, but they keep War Machine going. He's kind of like his kind of that kind of role to play, and but he's doing his own stuff now, and you know, have him like, you know, lives in Philadelphia, which in the comics that's where he was born in. So I think you could do some fun stuff there. bring in Martin Freeman's character, Everett Ross, because the reason why I'm saying this is because in Black Panther they say that Everett Ross did used to work for the Air Force and all that, and obviously that's a big connection to Rhodes, and I feel like they're two quite similar ages, and I'd feel like they would maybe, you know, be involved and maybe work together and all that. I think they could do some fun stuff there. Like I feel like Everett Ross could be the Commissioner Gordon to Batman almost. You know, he's kind of giving the orders and helping him out through now the CIA, obviously, that Everett Ross works in. I think they could do some fun stuff there. I think, to me, that's where they should go, War Machine, especially now that Don Cheadle's getting older. Play with that, have fun with that idea that he is older. At the end of the day, when War Machine's flying about, I hate to tell you, that's not Don Cheadle in that suit when that's all happening. So, you know, the actual heavy action scenes is all like that. The performance driven stuff can be full on Don Cheadle. And when Don Cheadle gets good stuff, he is damn good of an actor. And I think that's what it's needing. And as I say, I think there's no point denying it. With the huge success of Black Panther, I think Marvel is really going to be more serious with a War Machine movie. I really think they could maybe do it, because, you know, for so long he's been a supporting kind of role, and I really think he could shine even brighter with having his own solo movie. And I think this is where they should do it as an older, you know, with his family. Like I'd like to see his family and his wife, and like his wife is telling him that he needs to stop this, but as I say, he's just driven to keep on going. And I'd like to really see that. I think that could be a really fun and something different that we've not seen in the MCU movies yet, of that kind of seeing a character we've seen for quite some time, now older and struggling, but still wants to keep on fighting. I think that could be very fun indeed, yes. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Comment down below. Do you think a solo movie of War Machine would be interesting, or would you not really care of a solo movie for War Machine? I'd love to know what you guys think, so comment down below. More videos in the future. So until then, see you later.